Hello everyone, this is Fragger from Achievement Hunter. Now, when I was trying to decide what to do with this second Achievement Hunter anniversary, I thought, why not do my Soldier Insanity Guide, but let's make it in high def, make it as awesome as possible and as complete as possible, especially with all the new DLC that has come out. Now, when the eventual Liara Shadowbroker DLC comes out, I'll amend it with any DLC that has come out since then. So keep an eye out for that. And why is it Soldier and not an Insanity Guide? Because I may eventually down the line do an Infiltrator and a Vanguard Insanity Guide. Keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's crack into the guide at hand. Now, what I want to show you guys first is, as of 7/27, which is when I'm doing this recording, I have most, if not all, the DLC. There's a few things that I'm missing. I'm actually going to go through it here in a second so you can see exactly what I have. Make sure you're watching it in high def so you can read the text. I have, now I have all of the DLC for this game, Cerberus and whatnot. The only paid ones I do not own are the Equalizer pack because it was just helmets, and I don't wear a helmet in this game. I don't like it in cutscenes. So, but the main ones that you would want that are paid DLC that I'm going to be using in this DLC is going to be the Aegis pack, mainly for the Incisor Sniper Rifle, which it also has some good armor if you want to use it, and the Overlord pack, as well as Kasumi Stolen Memory. Those are all very good to have. Make sure you also have the Cerberus network and everything attached to that as well. And now on to the most confusing part of all of this entire guide, which is the whole making a character. Now, I have said from the start, you want to do a brand new game from a Mass Effect 1 import. I use a 60. You can see that here. There's my 60. Made on 1/6/10. That was my birthday, actually. And what ended up happening is you get a lot of imports, which I'll go through in the next page after we build our Shepherd here. So now you can see here, I'm just going to accept my imported face. See, I make a soldier. And now the first major choice you make is you pick warp ammo. Now, of course, you have the options for these for beating your previous game with loyalty, and warp ammo is through Jax. I pick that. I just think it's a best all-around option. Now, we're going to go through all the import bonuses. This is with my level 60, who was rich. I get level 5. I also get 10,000 of every resource and 50,000 credits, which is fantastic. Now, since my character was rich, I get an additional 100,000 in credits, which you'll see right here, which is fantastic. So now I'm even richer. Now, with a Mass Effect 2 with a long service medal, you get 50,000 of every resource and an additional 200,000 in credits. Isn't that a lot better than just bringing in a Mass Effect 2 character? And now on to Freedom's Progress. Probably one of the 4 hardest parts in this game. Now, when you first get to the first combat area where I am now, you're going to want to kind of rush this area. Reason is you want to be able to be in cover, especially in these first levels, because you're not going to have any upgrades, you're going to have your base weapons, all this shit. No matter what DLC you have, this is what you're going to have. You may have better armor because of what's on the ship for the Elucidate, but what you've got instead is you've got these difficult sections. Now, the first 2 guys are pretty easy. You can easily snipe them and do whatever you need to do to get things done. But these guys are the pain in the ass. You want to try to kill the 2 main robots as quickly as possible. Mainly because of the fact is, if you do not kill those, the Fenris, which are these dogs, are going to straight up kill you. Now, there's a glitch, at least it's still here by the time I'm doing this, that if you back up to here, the Fenris mechs won't attack you. If that's ever patched, you're going to mainly focus on them as hard as possible, just because of the fact that they are really hard to kill. Now, there's a weird area there where you cannot use that side of the door as cover. You can't look around it, so you can see that I am actually now trying to get my sniper rifle out so I can kill the mech across from me. Yeah, the Loki, there we go. There he's gone. Now, if I remember correctly, there's a Fenris. No, there's not a Fenris left because Jacob comes back alive. Okay, so that's the first difficult section. Next one is after you meet with a bunch of Quarians, you're going to get to this section. And now, this section is kind of brutal. Now, you're going to be fighting a whole bunch of these drones. Now, you're going to want to be abusing Miranda's overload because it's actually going to be very useful against these drones. Now, if you don't plan on using Miranda after Freedom's Progress, or even after her loyalty mission, just bring her stats all the way up to the highest you can on overload, and it's going to make things a lot easier. because these guys just eat, overload, and die. Now, on to tactics. Now, what you want to do is you want to kind of stay in the corner I'm in, because it gives you adequate cover, especially from that rocket drone that's always up there. And whenever there is a rocket drone, focus on him as much as possible. Those are the ones that'll kill you very quickly. Also, a very good idea is just to keep an eye on Miranda's power, so as soon as it's ready, you can fire another overload, because it's still going to make this fight easier. I know I've said it before, but yeah. There we go. Now let's move on to the next section. Now in this section, there is a crate. You're going to see I'm kind of highlighting it right there. You want to run right to this crate and use this corner. That'll give you the best cover against all the drones. Now what I tend to do is, I tend to fire in a line, but as soon as I get to the rocket drone, I follow the rocket drone, because once again, rocket drones in this game, especially this early on, just tear through you like it's nobody's business. So just keep working on them. But remember, as soon as you kill one, another one will pop in. So you just kind of want to keep working on it. Also, make sure you don't pop out of cover like I did there. You take a lot of damage when that happens, especially, like me, if you get hit in the face with a goddamn rocket. Now, just keep whittling away at these guys, because this fight can take a little while. Especially if it's, you know, your teammates aren't doing much. Like, I think Jacob's doing whatever he does over there. Also, you really want to be careful with the amount of ammo you use. So I tend to just use the assault rifle here. You can probably use the sniper rifle or the pistol, but I just use the assault rifle so that in this fight, I can dedicate all of the other weapons to fighting your very first Yimmermech. Now, this Yimmermech, in my previous video, I'm doing the same exact tactic as before. But what you really want to do is just go through all of your weapons. So, like, just snipe him as he's killing your team. And try to get at least one hit in with Miranda before he kills her. He tends to go after her first. Yeah, getting one or two overloads in with Miranda tends to be a very good thing. Now, you can see I've already gone through my heavy weapon and my sniper. So, I didn't go through my sniper, but as soon as he's done, just move on to your assault rifle and your shotgun. Your shotgun first. Because you want to save your assault rifle or your pistol for when he is done. Now, you can see here, I kind of glitch him in this corner. See, he doesn't move, so I just kind of move back and forth between these two spots. If you don't go too far to the left, he won't move. Now, you can, if he starts to move, like I've shown before, what you have to do is just keep going around in a circle. And as soon as he takes that step back, you can see him do it here in a second. Takes a step. So he does that move, because he's going to fire his rocket. Just whittle him away, and once he gets down to health, be very aware of his health levels. See here, I switched the assault rifle and just kind of pepper him a bit, so that he's really down to like 1 to 2 bullets left, so that I can do what I do here, which is I back away, and I shoot him. I saved the, I saved my adrenaline rush so that I could do that, and now I just make sure I'm really far away from him, because that shockwave will catch you by surprise. But that does it for this part of the guide. Check back for more parts as they come out in the coming weeks. AchievementHunter.com. Enjoy your week and enjoy the anniversary of AchievementHunter.com. See you later.